Welcome to Here's How We Get There. It's the daily show filled with conversations about business and mental health in a down-to-earth style with real-world language. Now let's dive in with your co-hosts, Kenneth Shark-Kinney and Trey Tucker.
All right, Trey, we lost another really good actor whose struggles have been very public, but Matthew Perry died at only 54 years old. Apparently, the details are continuing to come in. So at least what we know now is that he was at his home overlooking the Pacific Ocean in his hot tub around 4:00 and 4:07, I think, in the afternoon. And they found him non-responsive, and the paramedics were called, and it appears that he may have had a heart attack and drowned in there. They haven't given a true cause of death, so I'm strictly speculating. But what's also may take months. The coroner has said that at least the results are in. The toxicology report may take months. But obviously, this is a man that I used to watch Friends a lot, especially if Seinfeld wasn't available. Friends is still not as good as Seinfeld, but that's another story for another day. However, Matthew Perry was a brilliant actor, and he was doing really well, but then he ran into the struggles of addiction. He was admitted in his tell-all memoir last year. He was doing up to 55 pills of Oxycontin a day, I believe it was, and weighed as little as 128 pounds. But what is fascinating is to see somebody that had all that success just really go down a really tough path with the addictions he was battling. And he said that he had spent roughly I believe it was $9 million of his fortune to battle these addictions. So all that being said, and forgive me if I've gotten any of the details off a little bit, prayers are to his family, and anybody dealing with addiction. But Trey, how do you look at this situation?
It really is heartbreaking to think of anybody that's died in an untimely type of situation like this one. All I can say is hats off to him for being open and vulnerable about his past struggles, because so often it's so easy to just hide those as best you can or deny them whenever rumors might come out when you're in the public eye. But there's no telling how many countless people he must have helped by just going ahead and talking about his struggles. And it also hits me that it's so often the funniest actors or comedians that make so many other people laugh and seem to be so happy on camera, but they often are the ones that are battling such darkest demons and are really behind the scenes struggling and battling deep depression as well. So it's a strange dichotomy there. And I know from fans' perspectives, anytime you lose somebody that made you laugh like that was basically a part of your family growing up. I mean, you really do lose a piece of yourself when somebody dies untimely like that.
Well, one of the things that was great is he was really trying to manage this. He had apparently really taken a big, huge affinity and love for pickleball. It was keeping himself busy. And he talked about it on an interview last year where he just absolutely loved pickleball, and it was keeping him going, keeping a lot of the endorphins and good feelings going. But one of the favorite things I remember from the interview that they've showed over clips over the last 24 hours is he didn't want to be remembered for Friends. When he died, he said he didn't want to be remembered for Friends. It's obvious. It was one of the biggest shows in the world. They were at the top forever, but he wanted to be remembered for all the people he had helped get over addictions like that. And it just, that upped my level of respect for him in so many ways. Not only was he, out there and talking about it, but he really seemed to be at heart. Our legacy is worth a lot to us. And to think that that's what he wanted to be remembered more than what he had achieved. Again, he was one of only two actors that's been in a number one movie and number one TV show at the same time. The only other one was Michael J. Fox. And the guy has a incredible legacy as an actor. But again, his whole point is to try to help others. And that's why if anybody does need help, please get help somewhere. I've run through this in my own family. I've got people that I want to give them a copy of this book. It's anything they can do to help themselves move forward. So see you soon.
Thank you for joining Shark and Trey on the Here's How We Get There show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show and visit here'showwegetthere.com. That's here'showwegetthere.com.